And welcome back. Okay, so last time we took a caravan contract, but I had to end the episode a little bit abruptly, so here we are again. Let's set up camp and get going. I have already assigned people to their tasks. We are heading to Markdorf. Not that the destination necessarily matters, we are doing this for the XP and the money. Caravan contracts are very good XP in Legends. Let's see, we have 1700 crowns, well, a little bit more than that. I guess we could stop by at Forstland. So let's break camp and head in. That's a lot of contracts available. Not that we care at the moment. Alright, so do I want to sell a couple of things? Well, let's sell the knife. Not that it's worth much, but even so. How about the hand axe? Am I going to use that? Probably not anytime soon, and by the time that someone would be using that kind of weapon, I will have more of them. So I suppose we might as well sell that as well. Let's get rid of it. Right, quickly check the recruits here. And we see only one cheap enough person who is a cripple. I think I'll just skip. Cripples are far less exciting when they don't have promised potential. The gambling mechanic from PTR and Reforged available. So yeah, we don't need a healer anymore. Let's assign the healer to the scouting tent. Let's see, where the hell are you? There you are. Otherwise, the same lineup should be fine for camping duties. Here's hoping that we get into a brigand fight along the way, and just as I said that, we actually do see a group of brigands that we could beat. Not sure if we'll get to fight them though. They are way up there in the north. It seems that they'd rather kill some peasants. And we are getting away, sadly. Alright, well, let's stop by at Wesenhaus. See if there's any super cheap recruits perhaps. But at this point, of course, we are running low on money again. So even the cheap recruits might not be a good investment perhaps. So here's a refugee. I guess I'll try out. Just in case. Does start with, well, does have 2 stars in melee skill, but is also superstitious, and I don't know if I'd like a backliner refugee at the moment, especially one who is superstitious. You can, of course, make use out of these guys, but I just really dislike the event, and also the effect here, the -10 malus for resolve and morale checks against fear, panic and mind control is really bad, unless of course you can offset that by having a lot of resolve. So yeah, I'll just skip that guy. So the cheap backgrounds that I would like are brawlers and maybe monks, even though we do have a monk already. This guy. We still would like to have a good sergeant candidate. We currently have this guy as our budget sergeant candidate. He's a candidate because he hasn't reached that point, and also he might just die. But yeah, at least those 2 backgrounds are very cheap and quite good, even for the late game. And also, yes, we are still looking for a cook, so a servant or a housemaid, something like that, and they should be, I think, cheap, unless SSU or Legends has changed that. It is possible. But anyway, let's keep traveling. People are appreciative of the food. They don't like being struck down all the time, but at least the food helps in keeping their morale up. Okay, I guess we'll stop by here as well. Quickly check, there is a rat catcher and, well, yes, we are running low on money. This guy is, well, this gal is dumb and also double-tongued. Has decent star distribution though. 2 stars melee defense and 2-star initiative. And the range defense could be good as well with heightened reflexes. But I hate double-tongued. That is even worse than superstitious. That 5% chance, of course, will only trigger. I cannot speak today. Trigger 5% of the time, but when it does, it is quite bad. So I will just skip. Okay, let's keep on camping. Okay, it's day 37. We are making progress, but it's a little bit slow. These caravan contracts haven't been... Well, we've been succeeding, I think, in every single one. But the thing is, we are not getting into fights while we do this. Perhaps that's because there's such a density of settlements around here that the enemies will just die or be more likely to die before they can find our caravan. That is actually something to consider. Perhaps not take as many of these caravan contracts, but there we go. We have reached our destination and gained money and also a decent amount of XP for everyone. And we didn't have to feed our people, and also, yes, we were able to gather medicine and fletch ammo. But it would have been better if we had been able to fight like 1 or 2 groups of brigands while we were at that. Alright, so level ups. Jens, the monk, the new guy, level 2 now. And yeah, I guess I will just ignore the melee skill even with the star, because he starts so low. I could give him feint. I have circled that in blue here. That's basically, well, he would help others even with a horrid melee skill, and actually this would trigger basically all the time. So that is actually something worth considering, even if I never level a melee skill. Haven't really thought about it that way before, but I think that would be pretty good. So yeah, probably ignore the melee skill, at least the +2 rolls. But if I ignore the +2 rolls, then the +3 rolls will also, well, they won't be enough to make him decent by level 11 in terms of melee skill. But then again, even if I do take the +2s, then that same would basically still apply. Anyway, I'll take the hit points and the resolve. Those are max rolls. And let's give him student. Next up, Aban the thrower. Okay, I guess I'll take fatigue, though maybe more resolve would be welcome as well. As a thrower, doesn't necessarily need as much as a frontliner, but even so, 36 is a little bit low. I'll take one, at least one of those +4 resolve rolls there. Okay, and I have Colossus circled. That's because the guy has, well, it's from the same perk group, I think, so has muscularity, which will grant damage from hit points. And also, obviously, Colossus is pretty good even for a backliner in that it keeps them alive. What else could I take here? Fast adaptation is an option. Don't think I'll be taking hybridization. Evasion, probably I will take at some point, but maybe not yet. Quick step, I do like that a lot, especially since this guy doesn't have access to Pathfinder. 1 AP and 7 fatigue to move 1 tile as long as we're not in melee range. At least I think that condition still applies. Doesn't seem to say that here, but I think that's the case. But yeah, let's see. Can't take throwing mastery yet. We are not high enough of a level, and I will also... maybe I should take Gifted, actually. I haven't circled it, but maybe that's the pick here. Currently 7 planned perks picked here, as well as the ones in blue. He is kind of bad in terms of range skill, so maybe Gifted is the way to go. That or Fast Adaptation. Let's just take Gifted, I think. Let's go ahead and do that. 53 hit points, so I could take the hit point roll here as well. And yeah, that also works with Muscularity, which we will be taking. Alright, next up, Volram the Budget Sergeant. Rolls a +3 resolve, is up to 45 base. Not very good. Let's also take the hit points. Okay, and let's pick up Rally the Troops before we take Fortified Mind. That also takes care of the ambition. Okay, next up, Cord, level 4. This is the backliner, the Fisherman. Okay, there we go. Can't take Polar Mastery yet. I think we are going with that. So what am I picking here? Probably Colossus. Muscularity is a thing. Then again, Muscularity is nerfed for reach weapons. Let's see. The factor is reduced to 60% for weapons that have a range of more than 1 tile, and 80% for daggers and goblin swords. Even so, it's probably worthwhile taking, but let's keep it in blue for now. So what else could I take here? He does have access to Quick Hands, so I could maybe make some, or get something out of that. Let's mark it in blue. Crippling Strikes plus Executioner is an option. Perfect Fit is an option. I really can't speak today. Apologies. Apologies for that. Anyway. Well, Colossus is pretty good. Let's just take Colossus. I might end up taking Crippling Strikes and Executioner, but maybe that will be at... well, let's see. Closer to level 11 or even after that, if he makes it. Okay, next up, Regin Byrne, the Thief, dagger build. Sadly, doesn't have a star in melee skill. Did roll a +2 at least. I will take that. Has 46 resolve because of Fearless, so maybe we don't need to level up resolve there. So it's either Fatigue or Initiative. Let's take Initiative this level. And as for the perk, probably want Feint. When we get Dagger Mastery, that's even better. Alert is the other option, I think. Plus 20% Initiative. Also, why haven't I circled Perfect Fit? We will definitely take that, because that is even more Initiative, and it's also Fatigue cost reduction. Okay, let's take Feint here. That will help others as well. And finally, Bruno, level 5. Let's take the hit points. Well, even if this guy reaches Mind over Body, I don't think we need every single level up of Resolve. I'll actually take the +3 melee skill as well, even though this guy is a tank. And let's take the hit point roll. Alright, and since this guy has 3 permanent injuries, I'm thinking of taking Thriving in Chaos, which is a perk added by SSU. It's a little bit risky, perhaps because it sets morale state to wavering at start of each turn. But currently we would gain +5 melee defense for every injury, which includes permanent injuries, so that's +15 melee defense. And these other bonuses will get applied when the conditions are met, obviously. And since I haven't taken this on anyone, this is a good opportunity to try this out, see how I feel about it. So sure, let's take Thriving in Chaos. There we are, and yeah, it's showing here. Maybe I should have saved the game, but yeah, it seems to be working, and we are actually gaining range defense as well. Did it read there in the description? It did not, so okay, the description is wrong. But yeah, currently gaining plus 15 to each of those. That's nice. Handling the wavering condition, of course, might be an issue sometimes. And there's the Sergeant's Sash. Always have trouble pronouncing that. Alright, so next ambition. The Walking Dead we probably can do now, at least if we pick our battles. Also, we could head down south, that is fine. Let's take the Walking Dead. A show which had a good first season, but after that deteriorated very quickly. Anywho, so we have the Sergeant's Sash, so let's give that to the budget Sergeant, I suppose. And I suppose Astrad might relinquish the battle standard and switch weapons here. Not ideal perhaps, because it's actually a good weapon and we only have one pike currently. But let's do it. Also put the Sergeant in the middle of the formation. And also these two can come back into the fighting line. Also, is this 13? Yes, it is. Okay. Sometimes this number lies or used to lie. Alright, so Arnaut is going to be a staff user. I suppose we will give him a staff now, even though he doesn't have the perks yet. And let's give the pike to Astrad. There we go. That does lower our damage output a little bit. For now, but we should be able to handle that. Alright, and we have also fixed, or repaired rather, this barbed helmet. So let's figure out who gets to wear it. The downside of this is of course the -2 vision. Otherwise it's a very nice amount of durability per weight. 25. Okay, maybe Bruno gets to wear it. Or maybe I'll do a switch actually, let's see. Maybe Bruno doesn't deserve quite that good of a helmet. Yeah, let's do a switch here. So Jens can have the barbed helm and Bruno can have the nasal helmet. And also we have this thing, the kettle helm. Okay, maybe we'll give that to Sif, because she is still in the fighting line, despite being nearly useless in that role. Okay, that should be it for now. Let's do one more switch though, this is slightly better than that. Alright, there we are. Now let's quickly look at the recruit list. There is a ton of recruits available here. Yeah, I'll try out some of these super cheap ones. Or cheap-ish ones. Looking for a unicorn, basically. This is pretty close, but not sure if that's good enough. The Herbalist has 1-star melee skill and 1-star melee defense. Not sure if that's good enough. 2 stars in fatigue is okay. Is also ailing, but since everyone has resilient, that shouldn't matter. She is only 200 up front, but even that is actually a significant portion of our funds. Let's take a look at the perk list here, see if we see anything we like. does get the shield perks, but does she get underdog? Don't see it. Battle flow is a nice one. Also gets killing frenzy, but again 1-star melee skill with an herbalist background. Maybe that's not enough to actually be a decent damage dealer in the mid game. Not that we're there yet, but we're getting there. Okay, I'm leaning towards no on that. Okay, there's a fishmonger and they have the cooking perks, I think. Yes, they do. This one is also dexterous with a star in melee skill. Okay, I think I will take her. But let's check out some of the other backgrounds. There's also a baker, so obviously means cooking perks are available. And they can be peaceable. But can she do anything else? Well, she can brew alcohol. I think I will just take the fishmonger, but let's look at the list here. Ratmancer, huh? Might consider him or her rather. I think that's her, but okay, that's an unfortunate haircut. Alright, well, let's take Agnethe, the fishmonger. Okay, has 60 melee skill thanks to dexterous, so probably like a backline cook, let's say it like that. And now we have a full roster of fighting. The fighting lineup is full, rather. Alright. And also the money situation is not great, so I could consider this guy for a ranged character, but we are getting a little bit crowded. Well, Sif can sit out, obviously. Also, yes, this is still buggy. This didn't update until I changed screens there. Alright, well, this guy is only 110, so let's get them, and if they're bad, we can just ditch them. Okay, 44 starting range skill. Obviously not great, but it might be good enough. Okay, let's see about the perk list. Quick hands, throwing weapons, bows and crossbows are both options as well. Let's see, killing frenzy is there. Berserk doesn't seem to be here. Not sure if this is good enough at this point in the run. Bags and belts is obviously missing, but we can get the item that grants those back slots. Yeah, I'm leaning towards no at the moment, since we have so many people anyway. As we get more and more bros and sisters, then I suppose we want the quality of the recruits to go up and not fill the roster with mediocres. Especially since we also have to feed and pay these people. Yeah, let's say no. As a rat catcher with the free net and the net perks being available, she definitely has utility, but even so, we already have, I think, do we have 2 or 1 rat catchers? 2, okay. Well, that is good enough, I think, so let's give her 10 bucks and wish her well. Alright, and now finally let's do something with, well, something that involves combat. So let's do a 3 skull taking action, I suppose. And also, I suppose Sif can come back into the lineup. And let's also get these guys to help us. Sif has a business proposal again. You gain 440 crowns and we get them to join. Well, that's nice. Thank you for that. Still have food for some time. But I think, yeah, now that we have the cook, the next camp follower should be the... well, should be the cook. Whatever it's called in Legends. Let's see, cooking equipment, yeah. That will make the food that we hunt last for a long while, which will help with feeding people and also keeping our money situation good. Okay, Aban calls out to the party, calling everyone to a halt. Tracks! I found some strange-looking tracks! The illumination gather around him and attempt to identify the tracks. Okay, not sure if I've seen this event before. Let's see. Probably haven't, because I see, yeah, this contract in general is added by Legends, so yeah. Let's see. So we have a poacher option and an expert hunter option. I guess we can let the poacher... Well, then again, is this the guy who joined us for this? Instead of being one of us? Let's do Expert Hunter instead, because Ume is definitely one of us. Okay, Ume springs forward, and before you can stop her, she is already on all fours, examining the tracks. Wait a minute. Is she licking a piece of dirt from the tracks? Ah, yes. These must be direwolves indeed. Okay. Before you are able to ask her how she knows, she gets up and points to the east. They went that way. If we hurry, we can catch them before they hurt anyone. Okay, let's go. Don't know why I gave her the voice of an old granny, but I did. Too late now. Not that I'll remember that I did that. There will be no consistency with the voices when I do them. Okay, so 14 direwolves, that's quite a few, but we do have the poachers to help, and also there are 14 of us as well. And also we find a mutt wandering around, but we don't have a good option for it, so we will just chase it away. We don't want to risk it biting someone's finger off. There it goes. And the direwolves are not afraid. Makes sense, since there are 14 of them. Alright, so anything I'd like to change here, perhaps? Let's see. Let's change the shield here at least. And well, I don't know. Let's keep the formation here as it is, I guess. And I will bring Sif here as well. She at least does give others a little bit of a bonus from Peaceable. Yeah, well, I think let's just do it. Here they come. Okay, we already have frenzied direwolves, that's a bit scary. Yeah, they have nimble. Okay, well, that's scary, like I said, but we should be able to handle this. Hopefully. I think I'll wait with Astrad. As well with Arnaut. And Pons can take a shot here, I suppose, but let's debilitate first. And we start with an 86 miss, which is far from ideal. Okay, so I am a little bit scared of this fight, so the question is, do I use the nets that aren't free, and at what point do I use them? So the targets will be the frenzied direwolves, as those are the more dangerous ones. But yeah, okay, let's start with a portable net on a frenzied one. Slightly awkward positioning here, so I guess I will wait for next round before I use the next one. Okay, use the free one. Also, this direwolf is elevated, so maybe that's worthwhile using a net on. I guess I will. Let's equip the next one, but not use it. And the poachers can go for... Let's go for this direwolf. So let's kill the regular ones first, as they are far easier to kill. Shield wall here. Yeah, this is not great. Horde, the backline, is actually in trouble. At least a little bit in trouble. Okay, so Sif does have nets. Maybe I should use those as well. 14 is a lot. This is a 3 skull, so let's go ahead and use one, even on a regular... Just a regular direwolf there. And even with that, Jens had only a 55 to hit from an elevated position. Well, he does have a horrible melee skill, so it makes sense. Okay, let's go for the 51 here. And miss. Alright, so the southern flank will need help with the nets, because they will just break free. And Kord and Aban are in trouble. Hopefully we can keep them alive. Don't want to move out of here, because currently I'm blocking Aban with Kord. Even though I would like to keep Kord alive as well. Or safe, I should say, is perhaps the better term to use here. But maybe there is no such thing as safe in Battle Brothers. Or at least not at this stage of the game. So just stay put. And yeah, Bruno is wavering. Is there a point in spear walling? He has 46 melee skill. Maybe we just yeet him forward and sacrifice him again. Let's use him here. And shield wall. Yeah, even against netted targets, our melee skills are just so low that we have difficulties hitting even that. Okay, Veronica, let's move over there. And also shield wall. Should have activated debilitate there. Forgot about it again. I guess it doesn't matter. Because this one will die pretty soon. Also, I should take a closer look at their perk list. Do they have Backstabber, for example? Because that would be... Yeah, they do. They do have it. Backstabber, Berserk, Executioner, Killing Frenzy, Overwhelm, Pathfinder, Relentless. So that is quite scary. Okay, there goes one of them at least. Could go for a staff days here, but it's only a 75% to days, and this one should die pretty quickly anyway. Not from this weapon, but overall. And once again we miss with the crossbow, this time an 82%. Far from ideal. They are flanking us. And they will perhaps be able to reach our backline, especially the poachers that paid us. Okay, keep on shield walling as long as you can. That's not going to be for very much longer now. Right. I'll actually wait here. They are not engaging here. That's a bit weird, perhaps. I would have expected them, or rather I did expect them to engage here on the southern flank, but they did not. Okay, let's get the net out there, but not use it. 52 miss. Right, 69. Sure. Good one. Hold position. Okay, this might make for a decent spear walling spot. Which means Jens needs to get out of the way. So Jens is a character which I guess I don't mind too much if he dies here. So I guess I could be a little bit reckless with him if I really wanted to. Or I could take this position here, which is of no immediate use, but once I take this high ground here, then that at least protects our backline. Yeah, I'm really having trouble pronouncing English today. Anyway, let's do that. It's not like this guy can contribute much in melee anyway. And I suppose I'll wait with this net, because the frenzied direwolves have not engaged us here. Let's instead go for the spear attacks instead. And yeah, let's use spear wall. Not sure if that will be any good, but maybe. Okay, out of fatigue here, cannot use shield wall. Could move Aban here, but that's not a good spot to take. Guess I could move here and throw at this one and then step back if I feel like it. Or I could just try to kill this one, but it's already fleeing, so kind of redundant. Okay, missed. Okay, let's step back. Let us step back in that case. And just hold on to the net there, Sif. And Agnethe cannot attack anything. Sadly. Guess we just hold position. Right, not ideal. Frenzied Direwolf has engaged with our crossbowman and our thrower, so that is now the priority target. Need to use a net on that one. I should have tried to kill this one with the staff there, probably. And that was an 89, but I should have waited for the net to have 95 there. Keep making mistakes here. Let's wait for the net, I guess. $48. I would like to stop this one from getting away. Will one shot kill it? Maybe. Not sure if I should if I should use the aimed shot or just go for the quick shots if I want to target this one. It might just rally and come back immediately. Killing it now will lower the resolve of the rest of them. Or I could just go for this one with 48. Or with the aimed shot 62. Let's go for the 48s on this one, I guess. Okay, land once. And once again, Volram misses. Let's step over there, I suppose. This is... Well, I guess I can't say it's going badly, but they are putting up a good fight, and they are about to reach our backline. Okay, well, you have a 3 net as well, which I haven't used yet, so let's use it on... I guess I could use it on the frenzied one. Not ideal trying to tank a direwolf with 4 melee defense, but is there another option available currently? Not really. So let's step next to that one. And I will use Sif's last net as well. The question is on which one. I could also wait for the frenzied one. I'll just use it here. Just need to be able to kill these wolves somehow. Alright, so there is one frenzied direwolf still coming in, which means I probably want to hold on to this net. Then again, you have more of them, but she is also running out of fatigue. But yeah, I guess I want to wait for this one to come close. Okay, that helps. Let's try to make sure we get this one, which is fleeing. Would be a shame to miss that. Yeah, that's really bad for Aban and Pons. Won't be too sad if Aban dies, but Pons is a different matter. Pons at least has a good amount of armor. But yeah, let's use this net. Let's use it there, I guess. And switch into the knife. And Bruno can no longer shield wall. Might be about to die. So there I leave this spot. In case Bruno dies here, it's very bad for the rest of the team. And also if I leave this spot, then one of them, this one, can take the same spot that he left. Could go for this one. That's not ideal because it will have the height advantage. Or I could try to help Bruno over here. I think we'll just have to trust Bruno to hold for one more round. At least that should, even if Bruno dies, then the frenzied direwolf will spend its action points killing him. So I think I will go for this one, even though that's a bit silly, perhaps. But yeah, I can still wait, and that might be the right call, because this one might still rally and come in here. Alright. Did not rally. That is good. Guess I could move here with Arnaut, because he can actually perhaps hold a frenzied direwolf at bay for a time. And maybe the correct position is this one, so that it cannot reach our poacher, because if I go here, it can take this spot. So let's do that. And yeah, Pons needs to get the dagger out, I suppose. Sad times. So yeah, evasion might be called for situations like this. But yeah, let's get the dagger out. And this poacher, 53 there. Well, let's go for that. That's good. And I lose the anchor if I move here. So what I will do is attack first and miss a 95. And then I will step to the high ground with Astrad. Alright. And like I said, let's do this. And miss a 74 this time. Okay, so they are really keen to flank us, which is actually good, because they haven't been able to engage with the frenzied direwolves. And they are super dangerous, as I've been saying, so yeah, that's good. And that helps. That kind of helps. I think that was a debilitate there from pawns. Kind of want to get someone next to this one so it doesn't get away. %14% to hit the fleeing direwolf in a net for Sif. Does not succeed. Right, well, let's go for a frenzied direwolf, or I could go for this one with the poacher. Yeah, let's go for a frenzied one. Let's go for the one who is engaged with Bruno there. And Agne can step next to this direwolf and hopefully be able to stop it from getting away. One can only hope. And we are about to find out what this frenzied direwolf can do. Okay, well, that's not too bad. Unable to break free, and it's Aban once. So yeah, we need to kill it fast. It seems we probably can before it can kill Aban. Yes, we can. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Okay, we are unable to stop the fleeing ones from getting away. Yeah, and these two frenzied ones are coming in pretty soon. And I need to protect the backline here. Well, definitely not ideal, but let's have Agne hold this high ground here. Maybe that will disincentivize them. There is an open lane next to Sif though, but at least Sif has some armor. This might even be undoable for the team without the help of the poachers. This is a pretty tough fight. Okay, now we can get the crossbow back out. But since we don't have quick hands, that consumes all of his action points. Okay, let's see. 61. Let's try to debilitate the frenzied one here. No such luck. That was better. 91 hit. I guess I could use the... Well, maybe I can. We don't actually have the fatigue for it, though. The last net here. So, never mind. Okay, Sif can do absolutely nothing. That is, I guess, on me. For putting her in harm's way. Right, one more is fleeing. Oh, we do actually have the fatigue for this. Okay, let's use it in that case. And still managed to miss an 83. Right, let's see if I can... No, I shouldn't do it with Abban, the thrower. No way. Let's instead do that. That's better. And let's see. Let's wait for Isidore first, because if Isidore misses, then this direwolf will be fainted. I would like to kill this one, so let's see if I can do it. Yes, I can. Alright. Well, don't need to attack this one actually with Jens, because it is now fleeing. Okay, that one rallied, and now Sif is actually in more trouble. Oh well. And there goes... there goes... What was his name? Let's wait for them. Did he die, or did he get struck down again? Yeah, once again, struck down Bruno. Okay, well, we are getting +5 melee defense for each injury, so maybe that's not that bad. Okay, let's keep killing, I guess. But yeah, that is dangerous, because they have Killing Frenzy and also Battle Rhapsody. I don't remember what that does exactly, but it is a thing. Oh, well, never mind, actually, this one was still debilitated. So I didn't need to activate it there. And Sif is nearly dead. Well, thankfully we have Resilient, and if she does die, then we can just recruit someone else with the Battler perks, I guess. And maybe we can even keep her alive. I think there's a good chance we can. We probably can. It's a little bit of a shame to give these kills to these poachers that we have for this. Guess I could wait with this one before I try to kill the frenzied one. See if one of us can get the kill instead. Like Ume, perhaps. Okay, she can. I don't think Volram has hit even once in this fight. Still one more frenzied one over there as well. Out of fatigue, can't even move. Far from ideal. I guess Arnaud might be able to tank that. Or, well, actually Reginbern makes the better one. The better candidate for that duty. Let's wait here. Okay, that's annoying, but oh well. Alright, let's see. So Isidore will tank this one, and Regimbern will tank this one. Right, 6 enemies remain here. Decent. Okay, good. That one is now fleeing. So there's only one of them still fighting. Alright, so pretty tough fight, but overall went decently. Okay, let's see, let's just wait there and wait there. I don't think they will be coming back even if they rally, but just in case, let's wait with people on the flanks. Okay, sure. Well, they're getting lucky. That sucks, but what can you do? Guess I can try to catch up with them is what I can do. Or at least this one. Or I could go for... Let's see. I could try to get them at least with the ranged attacks. Okay, there we go. Good job, Hans. Okay, so basically just this one left. And there we go. It's over. Okay. That was a long one. Okay, Bruno is now traumatized. That's pretty horrible. Minus 40% resolve. Well, I guess I'll just keep on using him until he finally bites the dust for realsies. Anywho, we get 2 level ups out of that, Jens and Veronica. And we also get a sequence Direwolf Strain Alpha. I think we've had this before. Yeah, we have that on. Who is it? Isidore, yeah. Alright, so that is done. And we get a pretty nice payday out of that. 2,000 crowns. Let's do the level ups. And once again, Bruno can sit out. How is he feeling about all of this? Dissatisfied. Okay. Okay, Jens, level 3. This time he did roll a +3 in melee skill. So I could take that. I guess I probably will, even though, yeah, I was debating if I was going to take any of those melee skill rolls at all. But yeah, I suppose I can do it. There are ways of boosting that horrible melee skill. He does have Anchor, for example. And let's also take... I guess the fatigue. He has a pretty low fatigue. And as for the perk, Lots of decent options. Feint is decent. Gifted is quite good. Fortified Mind we will probably want at some point because of Mind over Body. And yeah, Anchor is surprisingly good as well. Not surprisingly, it's just good. And also Back to Basics is good. But yeah, I think I'll take Anchor here. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good pick. And next up, Veronica level 4. Yeah, I think she probably has enough resolve, since she does have Back to Basics. So let's not take that resolve roll here at least. Let's also take the +2 melee skill. Because we just need help hitting things, even if that help comes from tank characters. And as for the perk, well, Anchor is here as well. And as a tank, it's quite likely that she will not be moving around much. Not sure if I'll go with heavy armor or nimble with her. I already have Colossus, so maybe it's better to go with nimble. We also have resilient by default, so that helps there. Does have 97 hit points on level 4 without any stars in that. But yeah, for this level, yeah, let's take the Anchor. I am now an Anchor believer. There we are. And since we have a full roster, I might even consider, well, a full-ish roster, I might even consider using this Direwolf strain on someone. Maybe, but not currently. Okay, let's return to Markdorf. Alright, there we are. Don't think we want to fight spiders currently. It's a 2-skull this time. What we need is more nets, I guess. Also, Sif, you mess it out as well. Came close to death there. Also, we will need more tools momentarily. Let's check where this treasury transfer is headed to. Waisenhaus. Where is that? Okay, that's actually very close by. Well, in that case, let's take it. Let us take it. Also check the recruits here. Now that we have the money, we have 4,000 now. Still probably mostly want to check these cheaper backgrounds for the most part. Did I just say mostly most part? Maybe I did. Maybe I did. Okay, 3-star melee skill. That's probably good enough, even without melee defense. This guy's a butcher. Okay, let's recruit them. We can just fire them if they're somehow horrible. Okay, 2-star resolve here. Which might be good enough if she has mind over body, but I don't see it. Doesn't seem to be there, so... Does have sure footing, but it's a little bit underwhelming currently. Like I have been saying, we are trying to look for quality recruits now, even if they are from somewhat stinky backgrounds. 1 stars, maybe that's not good enough. Might roll well, of course, even with just 1 stars. And it is only 110 to recruit them, so I guess I will. Okay, this guy is slack. That's not the worst thing. It's slightly bad, but yeah, and also gets dexterous. As a vagabond without stars in melee skill, unlikely he'll be able to deal any damage, but does have 2 stars in melee defense at least, if nothing else. No underdog as far as I can see. I think I'll skip this guy. There is also another Anatomist here, but it would be the majority of our crowns, so let's not do that. A 3-star resolve, offset by Craven though. Does have mind over body. But if he doesn't have fortified mind, I think it's a skip in any case. We'll start pretty low, being a shepherd with Craven. And I don't see that fortified mind. At least on tier 2, where it is supposed to be. Does have the 2 stars in ranged skill. So I could potentially just ignore the mind over body potential there. So gets throwing mastery, gets sling mastery, gets crossbows. Doesn't get bows, but that's fine. Don't see Berserk, that's a bit of an annoyance. Perhaps only a bit, though. I think I probably want to skip that. Alright, let's see about this. Okay, this guy is nice. Starts at 68 melee skill, that's huge for a butcher. 2-star fatigue will help. Let's see what kind of backline things he can do. Okay, polearms are there, cleavers are obviously there, so one of those. Vengeance is an option. Muscularity is there. Yeah, this guy will definitely stick around. Let's call him a back butcher. I will equip these new guys on my own time. Also, excuse me, I have some minor heartburn issues which might occasionally manifest themselves. Alright, so here's Philippa the Rat. Starts at 47 melee skill and 2 melee defense. That's probably not good enough at this point. Yeah, I don't think so. Let's see, it does come with packs and belts, so the net build is definitely there, even without the item. So yeah, she is actually useful, but the thing is we already have plenty of nets, or net users, or rat catchers in general. So just for the nets, perhaps not. Does start with a nice 123 initiative. Doesn't get perfect fit, but does get alert to boost that. Yeah, I think she's somewhat useful, but I think I'm going to skip this time. We'll wait for more people to die. So yeah, welcome aboard Randall the Back Butcher. Like I said, I will equip him. Well, I guess I could equip him right now, but I don't have a backline weapon unless I... Well, I can do it. I can get it from Jens. And Jens can go into the front line. So let's see. Jens can have a spear and hopefully a shield. Let's take Bruno's shield there. Alright, so there we go. And I think that's enough for this episode. It has been long enough. So thanks for watching, and yeah, apologies for my inability to pronounce things in English, which sometimes is a bit worse than at other times. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.